If you're looking to really up your fashion game in 2025, then this video might be for you. I've compiled a list of the best items that I would buy again and again if I had to start from scratch. And these things are actually available to buy right now because although I love vintage clothing, sometimes it is difficult to get hold of the right thing. I'll go through each piece in detail and show you what they look like on body. For reference, I'm 5'10", around 140 pounds, and I wear a 29-inch waist. I'll also leave links to everything I'm wearing down in the description box below. First up are the nicest ugly shoes you can buy, in my opinion. The Paraboot Michaels shoes. I only got these in December, but I've worn them non-stop, and that's going to continue for the foreseeable future. I call them ugly because there is just something kind of odd looking about them, especially the first time you see them. They have a clunky school shoe sort of vibe, but they really do grow on you, and you soon realise that they pair well with so many other pieces. Some of that probably has to do with the wrong shoe theory coming into effect, whereby wearing a shoe that doesn't make sense in an outfit sometimes makes it look more stylish. Plus, we have to remember that these have been around for many decades, so they are an enduring style that stood the test of time as well. It helps that they're extremely well made of quality leather with a replaceable sole. Overall, a must-have for me and my first shoe pick. Next up, we have to talk t-shirts. There's honestly so many that I could choose, so I'm going to be strict and just pick one for the purpose of this video. If I was starting from scratch, the first t-shirt that I would go out and buy is the Merz Schwanen 215. A lot of you probably saw that coming if you've watched my channel before. For a plain white tee, it's got a lot of features, even though they're kind of if you know type features. Things like the loop wheel fabric, which is a rare type of construction that gives it a really unique fit as it has no seams, but also just looks nice because of the texture it gives. The tee also has gussets under the armpits for extra mobility, and it's got a sturdy reinforced collar. These are the types of things you wouldn't think or perhaps even care about when looking for a white t-shirt, but once you've tried them, it's hard to go back. On top of that, it's just the right weight and thickness for me. I can wear it all year round. I've got it in a size small, by the way. I've worn it regularly for 2 years now and it hasn't missed a beat. I'd buy it again anytime. Next is easily one of my most asked about items in 2024, the Bleu de Chauffe Fisherman jumper. Whenever I wear this in a video or even outside to an event, I get asked about where this jumper is from. I think it just has that pure classic fisherman design that everyone is looking for, with the wide collar, the thick rib knit cotton, and that well-loved navy blue colour. It's got the charm of that workwear history, while also being very capable of being styled elegantly. It really is the type of item everyone should have in their wardrobe if possible. I went for a size small. The fit is quite close to the body, but that's really by design. These wouldn't look right if they were oversized or overly tight. You can go very cheap or expensive with jumpers like this. The Bleu de Chauffe one isn't the most expensive, but it is still quite pricey. However, I can honestly say that it's worth it. It's made in France of marine weight cotton, basically meaning it's very heavyweight. And as they say in their description, it's an heirloom piece. These are the types of jumpers that will never go out of style, and you'll be able to hand them down to the next generation. Next up, we have to talk about pants, bottoms, trousers, whatever you call them. If I was starting from scratch, I'd be getting the straight leg Uniqlo Selvedge denim jeans. When it comes to bang for your buck, these might be the best thing on today's list. As the name suggests, they're Selvedge denim, which instantly puts them into the upper tier of denim quality. Selvedge is much more difficult to make, but it's more durable and it ages better as well. Also, I didn't even know this, but apparently these are made of Kaihara Japanese denim, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, which is a really well established Japanese denim mill known for its quality. The other great thing about these Uniqlo jeans is the fit. They're a classic straight leg shape, but the cut is quite generous and roomy, so you get a relaxed look but not oversized. I went for a 29-inch waist. I've tried countless pairs of jeans and these have been some of the best for me. And you'll find plenty of positive reviews of these jeans from people who know a lot more about denim than I do, so that's a good sign. Uniqlo stopped selling these for ages, but they seem to have just restocked them and they're only $49, so now's your chance to get them. And while we're talking about jeans, a must-have that goes hand in hand is of course a belt. Personally, I'm a fan of metal-tipped leather belts like this vintage one I have. Leather is my choice because, like a lot of things on this list, it's the most versatile, dresses up nicely but can be worn casually as well. The metal tip is a key detail for me. It caps it off both in a literal and figurative sense, making it more durable and more stylish. Belts with a metal tip really catch the eye. You can find them vintage, or Toga Virilis have a lot of nice examples at the moment. Without the metal tip, belts just look naked and unfinished in my opinion. I can't remember the last time I wore jeans, or any other trousers for that matter, without a belt. It just doesn't look or feel right to me. So yeah, a belt would be one of the first things I would buy if I was starting from scratch. Another category I feel like I could talk about all day is jackets. But if I was starting from scratch, the first one I'd have to buy is a leather jacket, specifically my Aero Leather Type 3. I've talked about this many times on the channel and have a dedicated video about it, so I won't go into too much detail today. But the reason it's my first pick is simply its versatility. It's just an effortlessly stylish piece, especially in this seal brown horsehide. I've worn it to pubs, clubs, work, it goes with everything, and it's a real crowd pleaser. Quality leather jackets will always get you compliments if that's something that appeals to you. It's a custom fit. I specified it to be quite short, like a classic Type 3, so it hits just at my belt line. But it's roomy enough across the chest to get a jumper underneath if needed. I think it's roughly 21 inches across the chest and 23 in length, if I remember correctly. It was definitely not cheap, even though I got a great deal, but I know this jacket will outlive me and just look and fit better with time. If you want a leather jacket off the shelf that's available right now, then another one that I think would be incredible is this Napa leather jacket from Acne Studios. It's got enough stylish elements to keep it from looking basic, but at the same time, very classic, and will be wearable for years to come. At the moment, it's actually heavily reduced, so it could be a good time to pick it up. Now, as much as I love the Paraboot Michaels, I would need a second pair of shoes that are much more casual. And for me, they'd have to be the high-top Converse Chuck 70s. I've been wearing Chuck 70s or Chuck Taylors since I was 13, and although my tastes and style has changed a lot over those years, I found that the Chucks have always had a place in my rotation, and they always will. In my opinion, these and Gats are the most timeless sneakers you can buy. I love the skinny shape, the high top design, and the rubberized toe and outer sole. I guess they kind of look like clown shoes, but that hasn't stopped them from becoming one of the most beloved sneakers of all time. There's just too much history and interest in them to ever go out of style. I'd wear these with shorts, joggers, jeans, chinos. They go with everything. They're a reliable everyday shoe that's affordable, available, and decent quality. Another jacket that I would have to get is a denim one, and my choice would be the Sugarcane Type 2. Although the Type 3 is more popular, I just find the Type 2 so charming. It's rarer to see as well. I actually don't think I've ever seen one in the wild, only online. I'm not sure why though, they have a really appealing look with lots of nice details. My favourite being those front pleats, but also the low pocket placement and the boxy fit. This Sugarcane one is also shorter in length as it doesn't have the hand warmer pockets. It just fits me really nice. This is a size 38 by the way. I wear it all year long, either as a layering piece under a long jacket or coat, or just on its own in the spring or summer. It's mid-weight, so I find it useful in a lot of situations. This Sugarcane one is made in Japan from Selvedge Denim and is pretty much top tier when it comes to denim jackets. Basically, I don't think I'm ever going to need to look for another Type 2 denim jacket unless this one gets ruined. So I've already picked a pair of jeans, but I would also need a pair of pants that are a little bit smarter. Something I would wear to the office or a nice event. And because I don't really wear suits, my pick here are the Weekday Ken Pants. A lot of people are probably sick of these because they were super trendy a few years ago, and I'll admit that's when I picked them up as well. But they've endured in my wardrobe. I genuinely wear them all the time when I want to look a bit smarter, although I do wear them casually quite a lot as well. They're just so comfortable with the stretchy material and waistband. They have that relaxed silhouette which is easy on the eye. I love that they have zip pockets, and also those pleats on the front and back give them a little pop. Also, the material is surprisingly thick and just feels sturdy and well made. Definitely Weekday's best piece. And on top of all that, they're very affordable and can often be found on sale. So there's the clothes and shoes I would buy if I was starting from scratch today. I have to admit, it was quite difficult to narrow these down so much. I could easily have doubled or even tripled the length of this video. I'd love to know what you would have gone with. Let us know down in the comments. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ra.